Hello everyone, my name is Cathy Richards and I work for The Engine Room. Welcome to our discussion about a project we conducted as part of our Matchbox program. In 2020, we partnered with the Argentine human rights organization Centro de Estudios Legales y Sociales, otherwise known as CELS. We worked to reconceptualize their existing database of institutional violence by police in Argentina. Through our Matchbox program, we aim to enhance CELS' existing platform with cases of police violence by implementing a new platform that was more aligned with their needs, workflows, and security requirements. In their original platform, CELS had close to 12,000 documented cases of police violence that they wanted to migrate to a new platform. The goal of the new platform would be to make their work more accessible, efficient, and facilitate analysis and storytelling that would allow them to publish stories and information for advocacy purposes.
Hi, my name is Lesedi, and now I'll go over what we did during the project. Identifying the key needs of the platform was our starting point. With CELS, we determined essential requirements like sensitivity to civil society contexts, being open source, search functionality, the ability to enter and add new information to the platform, and also the ability to build relationships between different people linked to documented cases on the platform. The next step was choosing the right tool. We chose Uwazi, which is an open source documentation management tool which is developed by Huridocs. This platform is specifically built for hosting and publishing documentation in the human rights sector. We then had to adapt and customize the tool to fit CELS' specific needs. Together with CELS, we defined the key requirements that the new customized platform should fulfill, such as, again, being open source, self-hostable, allowing document management, and adding tags to the documents for searchability. Also, the ability for users to enter new information from the front end, and again, having easy search functionality so that users can easily find cases on the platform. As a next step, we planned the data mapping and restructuring to fit it into Uwazi's backend database structure. So we ended up moving over 12,000 cases from the previous platform to Uwazi. However, migrating the data was a complex task, and it did require restructuring, a lot of planning, and some trial and error. The migration also included data cleaning and restructuring the formats, and also for us to ensure the accuracy and consistency of the data that was migrated. As a final step, we connected CELS' new platform to Violencia Policial, which is a public website that showcases cases of institutional violence in Argentina to the public. So what did we learn from the project? Well, the journey was filled with many learnings. Some of these included understanding the data that CELS was working with in detail, also learning how to plan conservatively with time, also thinking about how and when to involve the right experts, and also thinking about the decisions and factors that go into choosing the correct infrastructure for hosting the platform securely. We also learned that data migration takes much longer than anticipated, with unexpected complexities in the mapping process. We also learned that having shared documentation between us and CELS was essential to maintaining continuity, especially when changes within the team occurred from time to time. Other learnings also included having backups, or the necessity of backups, in order to maintain a historical record of the data, and also in case things go wrong, so that you can revert back to the old data. Also thinking about when choosing the right infrastructure, it does require clear understanding of the needs of the organization, also their capacity, their resources, and the expertise available for long-term maintenance. Finally, working with data does require a lot of patience, care, and iteration before you can get it just right. Thank you very much.
The project produced almost 60 examples of desk research, an internal platform for CELS containing over 12,000 documented cases of police violence, and a public website displaying statistics and stories for advocacy. Our partnership with cells changed how they perceive data and technology, introducing remote workflows and backup practices for their data. Migrations to the new platform made data manageable and easy to maintain, creating a system that can be updated by the cells team internally. Our hope was that by harnessing this technology for social justice, we help to create a system that empowers cells to use their data more effectively and efficiently for advocacy. We hope this provides an example of how technology can foster a more equitable society and be used as a tool to shed light on institutional violence and advocate for justice. Thank you for joining, and we hope our insights were helpful.